This is Lewis Hart for the Ring Magazine. Delighted today to join with Joshua Buatsi here on Fight Week, and your fight with Callum Smith. Josh, always good to see you, mate, but always better to see you on Fight Week. How are you, mate?
No, I'm cool, man. I'm cool. One thing, bro, we thought it was going to be sunny, but there is no sun in Riyadh. Do you know what I mean? But I'm hoping the next few days the sun will come out. Other than that, I'm cool. I'm in good spirits.
It's hot though, isn't it?
But you think so?
Could be hotter though.
Yeah,
like could be hotter. Could be hotter.
Yeah.
But there will be a lot of heat on Saturday night.
Yeah.
Massive card. Big stage for yourself. Obviously, I know you always want to be main event. You want to top the bill, but must feel good to be involved in such a massive fight week.
Yeah, no, it does. I was just saying to some guy over there that we all think we're good boxers and we want to be good boxers, but when you hear that there's the best card ever and you get a phone call to be on it, you're like, all right, cool. I must be decent, you know what I mean? So it's humbling to be on a card, and I'm looking forward to it.
I think I might have asked you this before, but when you look at the card, same goes for Wembley, and you've always been a big stage. Do you think about like the whole sort of the week or the card, or do you just think about always just Callum Smith on your mind?
It's just about Smith. It's about winning the fight. I don't think there's anything else to think about. It's about who I'm fighting and making sure I get the win.
I spoke to Callum Smith last week, and I said to him about this. Obviously, being on a world level, it's on a world stage. This fight, but is there something about it that has domestic pride? Knowing how stacked light heavyweight is, and ideally this is number one, number two. There must be that pride that you want to be the best in the world, but knowing that you're the number one in Britain of a stacked domestic world level division must be nice as well. If that makes sense.
I think there's always that pride on the line when we fight. Like you said, there's a slight difference here because it's an English opponent, and like you said, it's bragging rights to say, you know what, I am number one in England before we look at the world. So that counts too. But I've been quite indifferent about it. It's to make sure that I win and I keep winning.
This is for the interim, but do you value this as a world title? Because there's very much a high chance that you could get upgraded to full champion, whoever wins on Saturday night.
Yeah, man, look, I know the stakes are higher than ever, so I don't know what else to call it, but the stakes are very high. It's as high as it can be, so I've got to make sure I win.
There must be some inspiration for yourself knowing that this is obviously an interim title, and you must look at Beterbiev and Bivol and be like, look, they're on the main event, and that's really what I'm aiming for.
I mean, if you were to ask me who would I want after this fight, it would be to fight the winner. Most importantly, I know that I've got to get Smith out of the way on Saturday, and if asked who do I want to fight next, I'm going to be like the winner of these guys behind me, so that's the aim.
For yourself, Josh, when you turn pro, and for so many years there's always been so much promise about you, do you feel like now, and does it feel like now that you're finally getting to that stage where you're proving everyone who you are, especially on the world level?
Not really, bro. I just feel like I've been winning. I'm going to keep winning, and that's the aim, keep winning. There's been so much noise and opinions about how it's gone and all of that stuff, but look, I'm running my own race, and this is where I am today. So whether I'm fighting a lot and people are happy or not, I don't really buy into it. I'm in a good position, and the next stop is Callum Smith.
I was going to say that though, as you say, every fight now is so important as it becomes. There's the road to the world champion, as you say, it's so closer than ever, which must be just such a exciting feeling, I guess, for every fight.
No, it is. It's been a long time coming, like you said. So it's not time to slip the ball. Do you know what I mean? It's really not that time, but we've worked hard, and I'm looking forward to it.
I know you're not looking past Callum Smith. It's always been your mantra that you're always focused on that, but I do have to ask you about other potential fights. I know a couple of weeks ago, obviously David Benavidez beat David Morrell. I spoke to Callum Smith about that, and he said, look, that'd be a fight to entertain. Well, if you look at someone like Benavidez, ideally, if you can't get the bit Beterbiev or Bivol, that would be something that you'd aim for?
As long as it takes me closer to the title, sorry. Anything that takes me closer, we will take that fight. We've got to get Smith out of the way, so that's where my focus is. But if that fight can't be next, whatever's available for me to get me closer, then we'll take it. And we've shown that. Look, we beat Hutchinson for it. Smith came up, we said yes straight away. So, Yeah,
definitely. Before I do let you go, I haven't had a chance to speak to you. So there was one I did want to ask you about. I done an interview with Tunde Ajayi, obviously the trainer of Anthony Yarde, manager of Anthony Yarde, about a couple of weeks ago, and he made several claims about yourself that you didn't want to fight him. He said you turned down the fight.
This guy.
What do you make of them claims, I guess, from Tunde?
You know what? All I'll say is I'm here and I'm doing what I have to do. That's the most important thing. I'm here, I'm winning, I'm in big fights, and that's what matters. He's going to say all he has to say, and fair play to him. It makes it interesting, but I ain't got much to say. I'm doing what I'm doing.
Is it hard not to bite, I guess?
Not really. It's quite easy because why? I've got fights lined up. Do you know what I mean? It's not that I'm sat somewhere and I haven't got anything to do. There's fights to get into. So do I concentrate on the noise coming from there, or do I carry on with what I'm doing? And it's very easy to carry on with what I'm doing.
Yeah, good stuff. Josh, always a pleasure, mate. Really appreciate it. All the best on Saturday.